Shalom, Kahal, honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word in truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. The Algoth that are listening and learning, being a pillar of rest. The 144,001 the hopeful elect of Israel. I'm the brother Yahshua. I'm back with WW3 Daily Update. Shalom and salutations to you as well. We're going to... what was I going to bring? Oh, the thief. The thief cometh not. It's all the same, right? Wait a minute. I like that. What was that? Slocky. Let me do that again. Thought I saw something. The thief cometh. What was that about troops? The thief cometh in, and the troop of rob. Oh, spoileth without. I like that. Okay. This is St. John 10:10. The thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and destroy. All right. I like this though, because this is dealing with troops. Let me see. Hosea 7:1. Bear with me. When I would have healed Israel, then the iniquity of Ephraim was discovered, and the wickedness of Samaria, for they committed falsehood. And the thief cometh in, and a troop of robbers spoileth without. I believe that, what is that, Hosea? That sounds like when the northern kingdom went into the Assyrian captivity. If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. But what I'm trying to get at is the troop of robbers spoileth without. Okay. These Edomites are the thief. Let's get St. John. Okay. This I know for sure is talking about, at this point, talking about Esau, Edom. So 10:10, the thief, right, cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly. Who is they? Right? Well, starting with the elect, but the nation of Israel. All right, so now we go. We're going to keep this short. 100 Gaza terrorists, right? People fighting for their lives. Surrender as international court rules on what? That's huge, right? This is the liar and the thief, right? Jumbling shit together. How is it that these are the terrorists and somebody's over there committing genocide? If they ruled on genocide, what did they rule? They ruled it's a genocide. You didn't put that in there. Court rules affirmative on genocide. So let's see if they try to sidestep the verdict, if you will. So anyway, let's see. CBN News, this is I believe it's Christian Broadcast Network, so some sort of religion. But they are bringing out information about the wars 2 hours ago. Let's see what they say.
The court ruled that South Africa has standing to bring the case and that enough evidence exists for a trial to go forward.
Okay, so they ruled on whether or not the trial is going forward, and apparently there's something there. All right. Now, what are they going to do with it? Right? Who has influence? Pretty much like what's going on in Texas, right? That the situation, whatever the case or legislation is, went to the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court says, we're ruling ruling in favor of Biden. Go ahead, Biden. Right? What? Go ahead and start a civil war. This is what courts do. So is this, what do they call it when a court is not even fair and balanced? They call it a kangaroo court. So anyway, is this a kangaroo court? Looking like they're, telling the truth about what's going on, because it's clearly a genocide. Come on, let's stop playing games anyway.
In light of the following, the court concludes that, prima facie, it has jurisdiction pursuant to Article 9 of the Convention to entertain the case. Given this conclusion, the court considers that it cannot accede to Israel's request that the case be removed from the general list.
However, the judges did not grant South Africa's request for an immediate ceasefire. The court issued several conditional measures on Israel, including preventing acts of genocide.
Now, that says a lot that they didn't, grant the immediate ceasefire. That says a lot, okay? It goes to whatever this kangaroo court decides on the case itself. To let it go forward is appeasing one side, right? Anyway.
Prevent the incitement of genocide, ensuring basic services and humanitarian assistance to civilians. The IDF is now operating in the heart of Khan Yunis in southern Gaza. Defense Minister Yoav Gallant said hundreds of Hamas terrorists are dead underground and many have surrendered. The IDF spokesman tells CBN News a hit on an UNRWA building that killed 9 people was not an Israeli air or artillery strike. It's reviewing its ground operations and the possibility it was Hamas fire. Despite the incident, the New York Times is reporting the number of Gazan deaths has dropped dramatically since Israel changed its tactics on the ground several weeks ago. In the meantime, President Biden dispatched CIA Director William Burns to meet with Israeli and Qatari leaders to work on a deal to release all the hostages in exchange for an extended pause in the fighting. The meeting is complicated by leaked audio of Benjamin Netanyahu criticizing Qatar in a meeting with Israeli hostage families.
Why do they have leverage? Because they are funding them. I was very angry recently, and I did not hide it from the Americans as they renewed the contract of the military base they have with Qatar. Why did not you say anything? I am asking you to return the hostages to us. This is pressure. Why? Because Qatar has pressure on Hamas. First of all, put pressure on Qatar.
Founder of Memory that monitors leaders in the region, Yigal Karman, told CBN News he believes Qatar is being disingenuous in the negotiations as longtime supporters of Hamas.
Yes, the Hamas is Qatar. Qatar is Hamas. The leaders are there for years, and billions of dollars were funneled to Gaza to build tunnels, 500 kilometers of tunnels. This is not known because Qatar, this emirate, which is very rich, is playing a double game, a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde game.
Saturday marks the first global International Holocaust Remembrance Day since the October 7th attack. One recent study revealed Nazi and Islamist ideologies share similar views. The Hamas massacre, the worst attack on Jews since the Holocaust, has many allies of the Jewish people declaring, "Never again is now." Chris Mitchell, CBN News, Jerusalem.
Well, we live in a crazy world where you can attack a civilian population, you can massacre them, you can use rape as a weapon of war, you can kill their children, you can just absolutely slaughter them. You can then call from the river to the sea, you can then call for the complete elimination of the Jewish state. What?
Wait, isn't Israel doing that to to the Palestinians? Everything you just mentioned there, they're saying from the river to the sea too.
Every Jew in
And the land don't belong to none of them. How about that?
Israel. You can then do all of that and then turn around and somehow get support in an international court that it's the Jewish people that are starting the genocide.
Well, the truth comes out. Have I therefore become your enemy? because I tell you the truth. I'm going to end this because this propaganda is just too much. Okay? It's just too much. All right? When you know the truth, right? The truth will make you free. You know what? Right now we're free to tell the truth, but what are they doing? They're clamping down. Who's clamping it? Are the Palestinians passing legislation to stop us from speaking freely or having our own opinion? Who's doing that? You understand? Who are protected people? Oh, you can't say that. You can't have an opinion on the Holocaust. It happened. Okay? You damn sure can't say that it didn't. You're a Holocaust denier and you must go to prison. What? I can't have my own opinion? I have to believe the scenario or the narrative that you put forward. And I'm not saying I believe it or I don't. What I'm saying is, who's telling me I must believe them? You understand? You'll shift it. Oh, no, you're saying that it didn't. I didn't say that. I'm saying you somehow have the power to incarcerate me if I have an opposite opinion. That's what I'm pointing out, which is ridiculous. All right. So anyway, let's let's get to the conclusion of the whole matter. Right. Let's just get Revelation. So this is leading to World War III. Did you hear what he said about Qatar and how Qatar, the rich nation of Qatar, is helping with the massive underground tunnels, right? Not the ones being used to smuggle. You know how many underground tunnels there are all over the world and what they're doing in them tunnels. Okay, but somehow Hamas is the bad guy. Come on now. Come on now. Anyway, Revelation 11 and 14. The second World War II is past, right? Weren't they just showing scenes from Nazi Germany? Weren't they? Second woe is past. And behold, the third woe cometh quickly. Right? All is fair in love and war, right? Anyway, with that, we're going to end it there as this thing spirals out of control. But the prophecies are jumping off the page. All right. So with that, we hope that the elect are edified, you brothers and you sisters. Shalom.